Join me as I embark on this journey to uncover what happened to Milli Vanilli. The year was 1988, MTV was king, dominating the airwaves and shaping the music culture of an entire generation. Pop music was all about catchy tunes and even catchier looks. Bright colors, bold fashion, and unforgettable melodies ruled the day. Enter Milli Vanilli, two unknowns with killer dance moves and voices smoother than a jar of peanut butter. They seemed to have it all. Their debut album, Girl You Know It's True, exploded onto the scene, turning heads and topping charts. It was an instant sensation. Rob Pilatus, the muscular, dreadlocked showman, and Fab Morvan, the shy one with the piercing gaze, became instant heartthrobs. Their chemistry was undeniable. They were the total package, or so it seemed. Their music was infectious, and their performances electrifying. Girl You Know It's True, with its catchy beats and memorable lyrics, became an anthem of the era. Blame It on the Rain, another hit, had fans dancing in the streets, even in the pouring rain. Baby Don't Forget My Number. These songs were everywhere, from boomboxes to dance clubs. They were the soundtrack to a generation. Award shows took notice. Grammys, American Music Awards, and more. MTV Video Music Awards. Milli Vanilli collected them like souvenirs, their shelves overflowing with accolades. The world was their oyster and they were swallowing it whole, basking in their newfound fame and fortune. Little did anyone know a storm was brewing. Dark clouds were gathering on the horizon. Behind the glossy facade, a secret simmered. Whispers of a scandal began to circulate. This secret would soon explode, leaving their careers in ruins and changing the face of pop music forever. The truth was about to come out. Before the fame, Rob and Fab were just two guys trying to make it. They were dreamers, navigating the rough waters of the music industry, hoping for their big break. Rob, born in Germany to an American soldier and a German dancer, had a tough childhood marked by time in foster care. He faced many challenges, but his passion for music kept him going. Fab, born in Paris to immigrants from the French Caribbean island of Guadeloupe, was drawn to music and dance from a young age. His vibrant cultural background infused his love for rhythm and melody. They met in Germany, drawn together by their shared love of music and their dreams of stardom. Their bond was instant, and they quickly became inseparable, united by their common goals. Their big break came when they met Frank Farian, a successful German music producer. Farian had an eye for talent and saw something special in Rob and Fab. Farian saw their potential, their look, their energy. He believed they had the charisma to captivate audiences worldwide. He envisioned them as the frontmen for his latest project. He had grand plans and knew exactly how to execute them. There was just one tiny detail. Farian didn't think their voices were quite right for the sound he was going for. He wanted perfection, and he had a plan to achieve it. No problem, he thought. We'll just use other singers and have Rob and Fab lip-sync. It was a bold move, but Farian was confident it would work. And so, the Milli Vanilli machine was put into motion. The wheels were turning, and there was no stopping it now. The real voices behind the hits belonged to session singers, carefully hidden from the public eye. It was a secret that only a few knew. Farian, the puppet master, controlled the show from behind the curtain. He orchestrated every move, ensuring everything went according to plan. Rob and Fab, young and ambitious, went along for the ride. They were eager to taste success, even if it meant playing along with Farian's scheme. They were living the dream, weren't they? Fame, fortune, and adoration from fans worldwide. But behind the scenes, the truth was waiting to be revealed. As Milli Vanilli's star rose, so did the scrutiny. The duo, Fab Morvan and Rob Pilatus, were suddenly thrust into the limelight, and with fame came intense media attention. Journalists and fans alike began to notice discrepancies between their studio recordings and their live performances. The polished perfection of their albums didn't quite match the sometimes shaky live shows. Their heavily accented English in interviews didn't quite match the polished American accents on their songs. This raised eyebrows and questions about the authenticity of their music. Whispers of suspicion began to circulate. Fans and critics started to wonder if Milli Vanilli was too good to be true. Then came the infamous Bristol, Pennsylvania incident. It was a turning point that would change everything. It was July 21st, 1989. The date would go down in music history for all the wrong reasons. Milli Vanilli was performing live on MTV. The energy was electric and the crowd was buzzing with excitement. The crowd was going wild. Then, disaster struck. In an instant, the atmosphere shifted from euphoria to confusion. During their hit song Girl You Know It's True, the backing track malfunctioned. The technical glitch was impossible to ignore. The words "girl, you know it's" got stuck on repeat, playing over and over again. The repetition was jarring and unmistakable. Rob, visibly flustered, tried to keep singing, but the jig was up. The illusion was shattered in front of a live audience. He stormed off the stage in humiliation. The moment was a public unraveling of their carefully maintained image. The crowd, initially confused, erupted in a chorus of boos. The betrayal felt by fans was palpable. The incident made headlines around the world. It was a scandal that rocked the music industry to its core. It was the first crack in Milli Vanilli's carefully constructed facade. The truth was beginning to emerge, and there was no turning back. Despite the mounting evidence and growing skepticism, Milli Vanilli, under Farian's direction, continued to deny any wrongdoing. They even offered to sing live to prove their doubters wrong. But the truth, as it always does, eventually found its way out. On November 15, 1990, Frank Farian, feeling the heat and facing pressure from his record label, held a press conference. In a shocking announcement that sent shockwaves through the music industry, Farian confessed that Rob and Fab had not sung a single note on their albums. He revealed the names of the real singers and admitted to the elaborate charade. The world was stunned. Fans felt betrayed. The media had a field day. Milli Vanilli, once at the pinnacle of success, became synonymous with fraud. The scandal raised questions about authenticity in music and the price of fame. The consequences for Rob and Fab were swift and brutally unforgiving. They were stripped of their Grammy Award, the first time in history this had ever happened to any artist. Arista Records dropped them from their label, severing all ties. Lawsuits from angry fans piled up, demanding justice and refunds. They became the butt of jokes on late-night talk shows and in comedy sketches everywhere. Rob, in particular, struggled immensely to cope with the fallout. He spiraled into drug addiction and frequent run-ins with the law. Fab, though deeply affected, tried to distance himself from the scandal and rebuild his life anew. He pursued a solo career with limited success, facing many challenges. The scandal cast a long shadow over their lives, but amidst the wreckage, they tried to pick up the pieces and find their voices, their real voices. The Milli Vanilli scandal sent ripples throughout the music industry. It exposed the manufactured nature of pop stardom and the lengths to which producers would go to achieve commercial success. The use of backing tracks and studio trickery was not new, but the scale of the deception in the Milli Vanilli case was unprecedented. The scandal forced a conversation about authenticity in music. What did it mean to be a singer? How much manipulation was acceptable? The lines between entertainment and deception became blurred. In the aftermath of the scandal, some artists felt pressured to prove their vocal abilities. Live performances became even more important as a way to showcase genuine talent. The industry as a whole faced increased scrutiny, with journalists and fans alike demanding greater transparency. The Milli Vanilli story is a cautionary tale about the allure and the dangers of fame. It's a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, the music industry is a business, driven by profit and image. While their names will forever be linked to one of the biggest scandals in music history, it's important to remember that Rob and Fab were also victims in this saga. They were two young men with dreams of making it big, seduced by the promise of fame and manipulated by a powerful producer. The Milli Vanilli scandal serves as a reminder that true artistry cannot be manufactured. It lies in the raw talent, the genuine emotion, the connection between the artist and their audience. It's a reminder that while the music industry might try to package and sell us an illusion, real music, authentic music, will always find a way to break through. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more juicy celebrity tales.